Hello Virgo, how are you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Slurry Tarot. It's Greg here, and I'm here to do your reading for the rest of July. You guys, it's early in the morning here, so I'm starting things off nice and slow this morning. As many of you guys know, however, I did take about a month and a half off. Guys, I just really needed to take some time to heal. I had a big tower moment in my life, and I really needed to kind of hermit it out and realign and refocus and rebuild and replan. But I am back now, and I'm very happy to be here. For those of you, though, that do want to know a little bit more about what happened, I did post a video about that. The description, or the link for that's in the description box below, as well as any other things that you may need in order to contact me as well. So let's go ahead and get right into your reading, folks. Virgo, we're going to pull from a couple oracle decks, and then we will pull from the tarot as well. Messages for Virgo. It's quite early here, guys. It's about 9 a.m. I have coffee in a Christmas mug. I hope you love it. I also hope that you guys are feeling okay during the retrograde. I know that that's been kind of rough on some folks. The message for Virgo for the rest of July. Guys, this is general, so whatever comes out, comes out. You guys know that I like to film outside in the summer, so you may hear some morning traffic. Virgo, what's the message? Virgo, what's the message? This week? Okay, guys, we have two cards for you that are coming out here. Interesting. So we're starting off our reading today with the apple, risk and reward. Sometimes I see this card, you guys, as the Fool card of this Halloween deck. The taking a risk and knowing that you're capable and worthy. Perhaps on our minds, this for the rest of July, Virgo, with the retrograde, it may have chalked up for us some feelings that, you know, we want to be doing something else, or we want to be working a different job. We want to tell that person how we feel about them, or whatever it is that we really desire to do. I think for a lot of us, we may be feeling like this is going to be risky. It's not going to be easy. Whatever it is that we feel like we need to do, we're afraid that we're going to fail. So, consequently, in that energy, we also have pulled the zombie here, control. Just kind of going about the modalities in a way that we think is going to get us to where we want to be, but perhaps we're kind of moving like a zombie, right? We think we have control, but perhaps that's the undead mind. Perhaps that's a part of our shadow selves. Maybe we don't have control. Maybe there are situations into which we have to take risks in order to see the reward. I love that reward is here for you generally in any case, because that's what we want out of our lives, right? We want some reward. We want something out of it. This energy moving into July is interesting for you with the retrograde, because I think it's begging the question, Virgo, to ask yourself of what kind of life is it that you want? Do you want the zombie life where you're in control, but you're perhaps not particularly satisfied with where you are? Or do you feel that inner wildness that asks of you to take a risk in order to see a reward? This is going to be heavy on your mind as we move into the August months. Now, our retrograde will end on August 2nd, our retrograde in Mercury at least. And we do have some other retrogrades that have kind of taken effect, and we did have a Capricorn full moon, which, I don't know about you guys, but that was actually really good for me. Let's go ahead and pull you a goddess card as well for the rest of July. If I have morning voice, I'm really sorry. I'm trying not to yell so all the people around me wake up. What's the message for Virgo? What's the message for Virgo? What's the message for Virgo for the rest of July? Virgo energy. Virgo, it is really nice to be back with you, I gotta say. It's nice to be back in my element, doing my thing again. Okay, so the card that has come out for the goddesses is Mary Magdalene. I wasn't familiar she was a goddess, I guess in some ways. It's unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Perhaps the big risk that you're going to have to take is to learn how to drop the conditions on the way that you love, Virgo. Whew, that's heavy, isn't it? That's hard to think about sometimes. I can understand that. But you know, I have to say with this card, I love it because it's not just showing people. I do feel that for some of you, there are people at play here. There are people that are involved, people that we want to take a risk with. But also, this is situations, understanding that, you know, you can have your center, your inner being throughout the moments of your life where you feel that you're in zombie mode, right? You're just undead, you're just wandering around. It's the same old thing every single day. Just the metaphorical hungry for flesh, right? We all are hungry for flesh in that way. So we think that we have control. But I think loving our conditions, even when they're quite unstable, which we do see frequently when it comes to retrograde energy, that's no new thing, right? It's an established thing. However, for you, Virgo, unconditional love in moments of where you're not exactly certain that you're stable is not something that you guys are often well known for. Sometimes that can be quite challenging. I do want to pull from some tarot, though, so we'll go ahead and do that. Spirit, what's the message for Virgo for the rest of July? What messages does Virgo need to hear? What messages do we have for Virgo rest of July from the tarot? What are our messages for Virgo? What are the messages for Virgo? Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse here. What are the messages for Virgo? We have the Page of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have a lot of page energy here. A lot of fresh energy. Okay, we do have the Seven of Wands coming out here as well as the Ten of Pentacles. That's nice. That's physical manifestation, but it looks in some way, folks, because very interesting in our first row here, we start with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and we end with the 10 upright. There is a new beginning that you guys have been wanting for a long time, Virgo, and it looks to me like Spirit is asking of you to risk where you are for it, to begin a new journey. I'm sensing for a lot of you guys there's just a general resistance that's being built to the cycles of your life. This card I don't always see as resistance. In fact, sometimes I see this as the Hero card. But here it looks to me like there's fresh new beginnings, but in some way, shape, or form, Virgo is resisting it. I'm not exactly sure what you're resisting here. But then you move into your 10, so it looks like letting go of the resistance is kind of the key to the physical manifestation to me. Certainly. Let's see what else we have. I also want to say with these two pages here, this could be, for some of you, yeah, that's such an interesting combo, the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So interesting. With these page energies here, certainly you could be dealing with a fire sign, a fellow, or, fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or a fellow earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This could be a romantic situation. This could be within a family dynamic, certainly. Somebody wants to offer something, or somebody wants to be offered something here that it doesn't look like exactly has turned out the way that they would have wanted it to. There's a defensiveness present now. But what's so crazy is that there's a 10 of Cups and a 10 of Pentacles, which are the two real good juju 10s in the deck, right? The ones we want more than the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. But I think almost in some way that's precisely the point, Virgo. Is that I think, with this zombie, this control, this we want it to come with this person or in this way or at this time, and we search for messages that will align us with this understanding that it's going to come for us the way we want it, as quickly as we want it. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. We have the Lovers on the bottom here. Some of you could be dealing with a romantic situation. We certainly have a Ten of Cups here. This could be a soulmate connection, but for whatever reason, it looks to me like the situation is not exactly where you would like for it to be. It's in an early page energy. It's almost as if Spirit's asking you to take a risk. What other messages do we have for Virgo? Yeah. Something's coming in, certainly. Something that it looks like you've been waiting on. Yeah. Page of Cups. A lot of page energy. A lot of page energy, folks. Which is not a bad thing. In many cases, it's a quite good thing. But it looks to me like the page energy is the prerequisite for the blocking that is the Seven of Wands and the Five of Cups here. Whatever has made us resistant, it looks like it was some sort of sadness that occurred, something that perhaps we actually cried a lot about. So I'm thinking for a lot of you, this could certainly be romantic. Anything else for Virgo? Yeah, the Seven of Cups. So it's like there's an illusion present here, or there are multiple decisions that need to be made here, and people are unsure of which decisions to make. Funny though, because the cards are very symbolic in this reading, with our Ace moving into our 10. It's pretty specific energy. The High Priestess. I want to say this, and I don't know who exactly this is for, but it looks to me like there could be some sort of illusion present here with the Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups, especially with the High Priestess. It could be that we're not seeing things particularly clearly, once again, in the zombie mind. It's almost like it's saying, get out of the zombie mind, stop resisting, right? Understand, have that unconditional love for your cycle. Understand why you are where you are. Understand the very important methodical steps that need to be taken in order to get to a physical manifestation, which is really, guys, what I've been saying to you for right around a year now. This channel's been up for a year, so. Yeah, actually exactly a year, because July last year was our first video, or my first month was July last year. I gotta say, the potentiality of what could be great is possible here. But the real message for you, Virgo, is to be honest, short, and sweet. And it is this. If you want a reward, you gotta take a risk. You gotta get out of the undead zombie mind. You gotta understand why you are where you are. It's a pretty specific message. It doesn't require me ask too much. I am going to clarify a little bit here, just so we can get a little bit more in-depth understanding of it. For Virgo, please clarify Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What's up with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? Four of Swords in reverse, so it's like there's something to learn in the resting period, or there's something not healed. Somebody's not ready to offer something because something's not healed up. You know, we see the Four of Swords, of course, after the Three, which is pain and heartache. So in our Four, we're resting. So to see this in reverse here, at least in this case, really kind of says to me that there is an offer, either that we want to make or somebody would want to make, or there is a potentiality for stability or desire or physical manifestation. But there is not a bird's eye view that has been given. There's not a correct perspective. I'm sensing here with this Page of Wands. Tell me about the Page of Wands. It could be headstrong energy. Somebody's being really stubborn. And sometimes I will read the Seven of Wands that way as well. Somebody's just being particularly stubborn. Tell me about the Page of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles. Somebody's thinking too nearsighted and too hot-headed about what they really want. And they're well on their way, but there's resistance being built somewhere along the way, and it's really dropping the facade here. It's really dropping the resistance and letting yourself be able to receive. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. About Seven of Wands. I'm going to shuffle 3 times and pull the top card. Okay. Seven of Cups. Once again, there's a resistance built because of some sort of illusion or some sort of procrastination. Sometimes in this case it can mean that somebody's kind of staying on the defensive and they really do want to open up, but they're just like afraid. They're going to wait and feel it out for when it's right. But I don't feel that here. I think that we need to drop the game, drop the mind game with self, really. Seems to be the message here. Tell me about that High Priestess. What do we not know? Six of Cups. So, for a lot of you guys, I'm going to be honest, this is a resistance you've been building since you were young. This is a cycle that you've been perpetuating since childhood for some of you. And for some of you guys, the past is the key to the future in some way. Looking critically at the past. Perhaps going into that Four of Swords and changing perspective and letting that be upright, right? Getting out of the zombie mind. Stop resisting. Take a risk. It's really the message, folks. I don't really even feel the need to clarify anything else. It's done. Stop resisting. Don't resist. Also, don't be so erroneous to think that, you know, I think a lot of times we think of manifestation, which seems to be what you desire here. Manifestation of some sort of desire, but then again, who doesn't, right? Everyone wants to manifest some desire. It's like life, you know? Folks, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for letting me take some time off. It was really useful to me and to my life to be able to rest. I really needed it. So, I love you. I'm thankful to be back. I'll see you for your August reads. Hang in there. You're going to be all right. Love you. Bye.